Welcome to Dorker Realms. While most gamers will be familiar with Dungeons & Dragons from the newest edition of the game, there is a movement amongst some players called the Old School Revival, taking inspiration from the design philosophy of the earliest editions of D&D and bringing them into the modern era. These games and adventures emphasize the weird, the challenging, and the hardcore. Bear witness as our intrepid players explore unusual and dangerous tales in these old school adventures. We just opened up the poll for the name for our new Dorker Realms mascot over on our Twitter at Dorker Realms. Make sure you head on over there and vote for your favorite. This is part 8 of Deep Carbon Observatory. Though the adventures can be listened to in any order, we recommend beginning with the first episode of any given adventure. We go now to the table to delve into Dorker Realms.
Welcome back to Dorker Realms, everyone.
Make sure to tweet us on Twitter at Dorker Realms, hashtag my life is a lie.
Well, if we're going to ask people to do weird things already, can you leave us an iTunes review? It would really help.
That should really be at the beginning of every episode.
It would really help.
Hello, listeners. Please leave us an iTunes review. We would love you forever and ever.
It might even bring back some of those poor slaves Bindel killed. No, it won't do that. Alrighty. Now that we've ranted and raved for 5 minutes of stuff that'll be cut, maybe some of that will make it in. I mean, I really do want those iTunes reviews. We killed the platypus. I picked up the jewelry.
We didn't kill it. We drove it off.
It died,
Oh, okay.
just like last time.
What time of day is it, GM?
Early afternoon.
Anyone want to just... What's our next plan? Anywhere else we want to go around here? We want to go check out that church now?
We're not still looking for the Viola?
This is where we found it last time, though, unless we think it's even past the town.
It was continuing towards the town when we last saw it.
I look towards the town.
You see the town.
It's a town.
Do we think it went through the town?
There's no sign of increased destruction since the last time you were
Yeah, I
here.
think it was heading this way, but veered off somewhere. So we can skiff diagonally back up river, trying to cover as much ground as possible. We could go to the church. I mean, we might. I mean, I don't know that we want to fight those.
The bloated frogs, I'm not sure we do either.
No.
Maybe they have moved on.
Maybe we could get in that church and find some sweet church loot.
Why can't we head upriver? Wasn't that the plan?
That would be upriver from here.
Yeah, but
No, we're adventurers. The whole plan's just to find adventure.
I mean,
we found a lot of adventure, I feel like.
we do need to head to the place still. We need to make sure nobody else gets the thing.
Okay, let's.
Was that tension? That was supposed to be a dramatic pause.
No, I don't think it was. Let's zigzag upriver, I guess, looking for this golem.
Oh, man.
Zigzag upriver.
Yeah, do some really
I mean,
long.
For most of the river, we can see the breadth of it, right? Or is it bigger than that?
Don't think so.
Okay.
The way Danny described it to me earlier was that almost a mile was flooded out.
I think more than that.
More than that?
I would think so.
Yeah, so I don't think we can see the full width of most of it. There is a mastaba we didn't go to, though.
That's my favorite Lion King character.
What's a Mastabo?
Mastaba.
That's the one.
You find 11 knuckled fingers in them.
And there's a jewel that turns all the...
A crown.
Oh, yeah.
Tiara?
That's right.
Crown.
So, are you going to follow the old course of the river as you were the last time you went up the river?
Yeah, I'm not going to go, Amber alerting this poor golem. I think we should just keep going straight. And we'll probably hit it back.
No, we'll go the other way.
We're going to go to the town with Caramore?
That's not what I said.
What's the other way?
Danny, can you restate the question for Paul?
Okay, so the old course of the river basically wound around where there was trees and, where that hill was that you tried to spend the night on.
Right.
It kind of went around that, but now due to the flood, you could theoretically go straight through that copse of trees and continue on basically a straight path through, which is where you saw the windmill with the children in it the other day.
Is that copse of trees the same one where we found the giant eel?
That was further ahead.
But it is where we saw the glitter of gold, right?
Yes, on your way back more
He
recently.
shot the arrow at.
Yeah, we might as well go there. Fuck it. We're just checking everything. We'll all die, and then we'll have to make new characters. It'll be great.
I will die for everyone. That is my job in this party.
Alright, so you skiff northward. Perhaps zigzagging, perhaps not. I didn't really get a clear answer.
I thought we had to
Unanimously.
zigzag to get see as much as we could. You know, really got look for that golem.
You can if you want to. I'm not really getting like a consensus here.
Well, let me ask one more question before we fully commit to this. Will it give us that much more vision than just going normally?
More coverage of the river.
It'll give you slightly more.
Oh, I thought this was gonna be like a big difference. Let's just not zigzag.
Let's go straight up.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Alright,
Straight north.
so you eventually come to the copse of woods where you saw the glint of gold earlier today and on the previous day were shot at by a mysterious figure, and you continue northward in the direction of the area where you found the electric eel, and you hear a noise coming from up ahead, kind of like a slow dragging and then a sloshing noise, and you notice every once in a while some waves kind of lift the skiff up and then you lower down again, and as you emerge from the copse of trees you see up ahead a enormous horseshoe crab easily the size of a house. It heaves itself along, seeming completely indifferent to its surroundings, sending great waves each time it pulls its enormous body forward. There are great rents and puncture patterns along its shell. It looks like it's seen quite a bit of battle in its time. And there's some more of that gold-bound shell jewelry bobbing on the water, not too far from it.
You know why the horseshoe crab's seen so much battle, right?
Did it tangle into gold?
For 1 blue, you can untap it so it can block after attacking.
Meow.
I think perhaps we should not get too close to this.
To battle!
No, Bidel!
Bindel, don't.
Magic
No,
missile!
Bindel, stop it. Stop it.
Are we within 150 feet?
No.
I mean, you're probably within 150 feet. That's pretty far, right?
Half a football field.
Yeah.
How about you grow up first?
Magic missile.
No, not magic missile first.
Magic
No.
Magic missile!
He's decided he's casting magic missile, guys.
Did you? Okay.
We'll see if it even notices.
I'm gonna. Can I roll to go in stealth? Oh no, my bad.
Where are you hiding?
Where are you gonna hide in a boat?
He could curl up inside the canoe, maybe.
Yeah. And then I'll never
He does
pop
the
up
thing
for
with the
battle.
reed.
Yeah. I'm a thief.
Gets eaten by a pike.
I could hide in a pike's belt.
Alright, roll for initiative.
Does his magic missile go off first?
Maybe. Roll for initiative.
16.
Oh, I got something different.
4.
Oh yeah, good point. Hey, that means I'm gonna get.
Was
some
that a
initiatives.
4?
12.
And what was it for Petra?
18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright. Would Petra want to take an action this round?
She is currently aware that Bendel is casting magic missile.
Yeah, well, he has to, like, chant and wave his arms around and stuff.
Yes, I would like
So,
to cast.
and you've seen it enough to know that he's casting.
I'd like to cast Bless. Okay, that's a 20. So that's pretty good. What does that do on spellcasting?
Double your caster level
Right. So
for double the fun.
plus 1 is 21, plus 8 is 29. That's pretty good. Oh, well, that's actually quite, yes, good. Okay, so Reza receives a bonus to all attack rolls, damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and spell checks, equal to...
Oh, goodness.
I have to have a 1d3 here.
What's
Oh,
my
you have it?
alignment?
Nothing.
Okay.
Alright, 3 plus caster level,
Jesus, you have a +6 to everything?
plus 7.
Oh yeah, you're level 4.
It, however, only lasts for 1 turn.
10
oh,
minutes.
wait, a turn. That's
10
right.
minutes. 10 minutes.
So, in addition, the ally radiates a holy aura. Allies within 5 feet of that ally receive the same blessing as long as they remain within the aura.
Was it for spell checks as well?
Yes.
Holy smokes. We're far from Neil Goblinson's bless. Garrett Games. Jeez.
Bless has come a long way.
Well, I rolled the 29.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a much different spell.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Every once in a while, I'm really skeptical, and then God's like, "Hey, I'm still here," and I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah, so Petra will bless Reza, and by proxy, anyone within 5 feet of Reza.
We all crowd around Reza.
Well, wouldn't that also be me?
Yes, the only person who is not affected by that blessing, because I am more than 5 feet away from Reza, is Petra.
I'll man spread for you.
So, do I get all those bonuses too?
As long as you're within 5 feet, yeah.
It is Bindel's turn.
Bindel L. Johnson. Right? Not a different Bindel?
No, just that one.
Okay, I wanted to make sure, because, could be a different one.
It's not Bindel R. Stevenson.
This guy's pretty good, though. Have you seen his magic?
It's a shame how he died. Oh, did you not know?
I'm casting Magic Missile.
In memory of Bindel R. Stevenson.
Bindel R. Stevenson, I dedicate this magic missile to you. Oh, right off the table. Well, that was your one. So 7 plus 7
Yep.
plus 9.
Yep.
14. 23. Math's hard. Thank you for helping me.
No problem.
The caster throws 1d4 plus 2 missiles that do 1d6 plus caster level. Three missiles doing 1d6 plus caster level. 5, 5, 4,
Plus
14 plus 12,
26.
26. It's cool having a calculator at the table. It really helps.
You're welcome.
You fire off your magic missiles and they cascade across the back of the enormous horseshoe crab, leaving a fresh set of wounds amidst its scarred body. And then it'll be Valerian's turn.
I'm gonna try and shoot it with a bow and arrow. 11.
Your arrow bounces off its incredibly tough shell.
Good to remind.
Guys, I don't think we can fight this thing.
You're right. I'm going to have to get Big Delius.
The crab pulls itself towards you, and it spends its turn coming towards you, and then pushing its massive body up out of the ground. And water cascades off it as you are cast in the shadow of its enormous shell, looming over all four of you in your tiny, tiny skiff. Reza, it's your turn.
Oh. I mean, I'd be ashamed of wetting myself, but
Well, you get a +4 to wetting yourself.
Plus,
That's
plus
Free
7.
action, by
Plus
the
7
way.
to wetting yourself.
what'd you say?
That's a free action, by the way.
Wetting myself?
Yeah, you can do that in addition to your regular turn.
That's really considerate. What's the range on that?
What?
Feet?
Touch.
Well, what
No,
about
I said in game, in character.
what about vacating his bowels?
Yeah.
Hey, come on, Prison Pocket. We know better. Keeper? Librarian? Alright. This sucks. I'm not, like, special like you magic casters. I'm just... Alright, you know what? Firing that arrow. Here we go.
That's all I did, dude.
That's +7 damage too, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I rolled a 19. So 26.
All right.
Plus your agility.
No, that was with my agility. 18 plus 1.
Ah.
Oh,
Plus
okay.
7. So that's 26. And then 1d6 plus whatever the thing is. So 2 plus 7, so 9. Good call. I'm glad I didn't, you know.
With the help of divine assistance, the arrow pierces into the shell of the horseshoe crab.
I did something, guys!
Petra.
Don't you often do something?
Fall on my back and look at the sky.
Oh, you mean you succeeded?
What's that? What is that word? Suck. I got the sut part down.
It's when you do the thing and then it works.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This looks like, hey, why don't we go with the tried and true natural
Paralyze.
creature thing? Petra will cast Paralyze. The target will depend on my roll. I am unfortunately not within the holy aura, so I don't get +7 to my spellcasting.
Take one
Can you
step.
take a free movement?
I don't know, Jim.
You can move and do something. It's not technically free. It's part of your turn.
Can you move into the canoe parallel to
Oh.
Reza?
Could I do that and still cast my spell?
5 feet.
I mean, the skiff can't be more than like 10 feet, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. Good suggestion, right?
I did the splits when I shot the arrow.
Petra will
Balancing 1 foot on the skiff and 1 on the canoe.
Petra
the
will
canoe
climb
folds
into the
my legs
canoe
apart.
and cast paralysis, getting that nice
It's
+7.
Reza, and he dropped it.
Okay, so
Paralyzed doing
13
splits. He's
plus-
just stuck in that pose.
13 plus 12 is 25.
A vulture lands on my taint and just starts pecking.
So what on earth?
He like falls backwards, so he's still doing the splits,
yeah.
but his head is in the water.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I said the T position. So when the vulture's like, ooh, a new nest for my birds, just starts pecking at like all that area.
All right, the cleric designates up to 3 targets within 100 feet and paralyzes all of them. I can. There's the horseshoe crab and then that pike swing button. No, I'm just kidding. Any creature, I assume this is of a greater than 4 hit dice. If
Correct.
it's 4 HD or less, it's automatically paralyzed. Otherwise, it gets a will save. The target is 25.
All right. The crab is paralyzed.
Nice. For 10 rounds.
All right.
Jesus.
So it's helpless.
Yeah,
For 10 rounds.
that's Petra's turn.
All right. Then we'll make it Bendel's turn.
Bindell L. Johnson. R.I.P. Bindell R. Stevenson.
F.
I guess I'll just magic missile it because there's no reason to go giant now. Oh boy.
Is that a really big number?
A really big number.
So 24 plus 7 is 31.
Oh boy.
2d6 plus 1 missiles that each do 1d8 plus caster level. 4. 10 missiles. 6. 1. 6. 8. 8. 6. 5.
Jeez.
And then
4.
at 40.
3. 6. 93 damage.
Did you add 7?
I forgot my luck modifier too. 101 damage.
101 ants.
Yeah.
All right.
Take that, Medved.
Oh god, if only we had this against Medved.
Your magical missiles strike the delicate underside of the horseshoe crab and fill the air with the scent of cooked crab. Delicious, delicious crab meat.
We've saved the town.
And its massive body collapses into the water, sending up a huge wave that launches your skiff into the air. Fortitude saving throws from everyone.
Are we all still within 5 of Reza?
Yeah, technically.
Okay, we all have +7 to this saving throw.
14?
21.
23.
6, 7, +1, yeah.
21.
Everyone except Reza managed to hold on to the skiff as poor Reza is flung from it and lands in the water, separated from the rest of the group as their skiff is sent through the water back into the woods.
I guess it must have been raised up off the ground higher than we thought.
So after a few minutes, you manage to regain control of the skiff, and give me a luck roll, please, Reza.
10.
You can burn luck if you want to add to it.
Okay, I'm gonna burn 4 because last time I burned like 2 or 3, it didn't. I rolled really low. 4, 5, 10, 11.
11 total?
Yeah, so 21.
All right. Okay. So, after several minutes, you're able to regain control of the skiff as the wave passes by, and you paddle your way back out of the copse. And luckily, Reza is just kind of bobbing there, treading water, waiting for you to recover him. He hasn't been attacked by any strange sea creatures while vulnerable in the water. He's been very lucky.
We gotta get all of that horseshoe blood. It's great for medical research and worth a ton.
You did?
What are you gonna carry horseshoe crab blood in?
Oh shit, I forgot it was the 1700 or 1600s. Buckets.
And, probably all of the
I look for the
gold
treasure.
stuff that we were going for has been pushed away by the same wave.
Maybe.
Indeed, it has.
Shit.
Stop giving the DM ideas.
Well,
Fair enough.
we killed the horseshoe. We killed the horseshoe crab. I told you magic missile would solve the problem.
Alright.
We circle outward looking for the gold.
You know what they say, Bindel? Any problem created by magic missile can be solved by magic missile.
I think that's how it went.
It was our only one and only rule about alchemy that we learned.
Are you actually circling outward looking for the...
Yeah, I do want to kind of give it a little bit of a search at least.
Alright, how long are you going to spend on it?
I don't know, an hour?
That long?
Sure.
Okay. You spend some time circling outward until you eventually find the jewelry floating alongside, kind of like up against a tree trunk, and you're able to fish it out of the water. and
Also, why are you
recover it.
asking Bindo how long he'll spend looking for a thing?
Because it will be whatever amount he can until he finds it.
No, because he has no concept of time.
A detail
Remember,
we
he would just
forgot.
look for a while?
So it'd be, yeah, we'd have to be, okay, an hour before we all get annoyed.
Yeah, he would just be like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did that whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't. He
I
doesn't-
have to keep track of time for you.
What did we find?
The gold-covered
Yeah.
shells or whatever.
Gold covered shells.
Yep.
Keep
Onward! Like I always said, we gotta get to that thing.
You continue northward. Up ahead,
find
you
the gold.
see a familiar-looking windmill that has no blades on it, and a hill rising
We
out of
wave
the
as
ocean
we pass by.
off to the
What
east.
time is it?
It is late afternoon.
We could stop and sleep in the windmill.
Do we want to?
I'd like to regain some luck that I burned, but I don't need to.
Well, if it's already late afternoon, I assume we don't want to do this in the dark.
Not particularly.
No.
See that village up ahead?
Well, I guess we could check the village now that
Yeah.
we're already here.
And now that we don't have an invisible figure trying to burn down every place we sleep.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't check that box until you check that box.
We go to the village.
Alright, you skiff on past the windmill and into the village. The village is drowned up to head height, and previously you had seen some families trapped on roofs here, but now you mostly just see a group of people cowering on one roof, and the village looks pretty badly wrecked, much more so than the other village that you had visited, and people are cowering together on one of the rooftops, as I already mentioned and just repeated.
Hello!
They kind of flinch when they hear a voice call out, and then they look over the side of the roof. They peer down at you with terrified faces. Who are you?
Bindal L. Johnson, wizard extraordinaire.
You're a wizard?
Indeed.
I don't suppose you could do anything about this terrible golem.
The golem is here. We have been seeking it.
You've been seeking it?
Yes.
It's been tearing our houses apart since the flood.
Oh, that is unfortunate. We will go to stop it at once.
Where is it?
It's just a ways to the north. It tears off part of our buildings and then carries it off towards the north.
That's not the
Probably
one at the
making
old
a
mill, is it?
nest.
What? No, that's a different town entirely.
Look, I have a really bad perception of space and dimensions.
I've noticed.
And time, too.
Well, time, you know. Let's go fight this golem.
We'll make sure it terrorizes your town no longer.
And there's
Thank
horseshoe
you.
crab ready to eat.
What?
Yes, there was a...
That was quite a ways away.
Well, if you're hungry.
Okay.
We're starving. We literally have no food.
Oh, well, there is some horseshoe crab.
There is that. Can we...
Yeah.
Petra will
Get your
climb
spoon out.
onto the roof.
Okay.
Like the optical god wants.
She will utter a prayer to the Lord, asking his blessing to feed these
May
people.
your light shine on us forever. Through your concave lens.
I am praying, thank you.
What? I can't pray at the same time?
Oh, I suppose you can.
One at a time. I'm
Oh
the
my god,
optical-
they're the same god!
I'm the optical god, not the auditory god.
God does take a lot. He does take a lot of
Listen, I
forms.
can only look at one person at a time, and I have to read the lips. Shut up.
16 plus, 5 is 21. I create food from thin air, creating enough to feed 16 people. No, cleric level, not roll, sorry. So, 19 people.
As the food appears, the villagers crowd around it. Oh, bless you, stranger. Thank you.
It is no trouble. Now we will be off to defeat that golem.
Just think the optical god.
No. Think the one god.
The
His name
optical
is
god.
God.
With his concave lens.
His name is God. That's boring.
Thank you, nameless god.
The nameless god. Yes. You need to get better at preaching. I'll keep helping.
She's not exactly a proselytizer.
Why not?
Northward!
You would think if she was ever going to do that, this would be the time.
No, I mean that wasn't her role. She's a
Northward!
warrior. Yeah. She will climb back onto the skiff and head north.
Heading north, past the ruined village, you see up ahead what looks to be a dam being constructed by one of these golems. This one has the head of a 12-sided stone, and he is neatly arranging twisted bars of lumber that he's taken off the village houses into a crude dam, which has a little hole in the center that allows water to pass through, though the flow is quite weak since there's not exactly a river here to dam up. He's just building it in the center of this flooded land, and then he kneels in front of the dam and he places his head up to that little hole in the dam, and its turbine mouth makes a large tooth-shaking buzz, but the sound dies like a honeybee trapped between the fingers of a child.
Dude, the fucking description
Weird
is
simile.
It blows away like bloody goss in the wind. What?
No, I get it. That was beautiful, Danny. I'm surprised that you had to write that in, but thank you for that.
Thanks, I just read it out of the book.
No.
Yeah.
That sounded
Aw.
nothing like someone reading something.
I guess I'm just that good at reading.
I guess so.
So as we approach, the turbine is no longer running.
Not as it was.
It's powering up. It uses the flow of the dam to empower itself.
That makes it large yet.
I got a big brain. It only ever feels right when I enlarge with the rest of my body.
Wouldn't your brain be, like, proportionally the same size, though, when you get bigger?
That's the only thing that doesn't increase. That way it'll fit right.
He has incredibly bad headaches whenever he's not enlarged.
Bindel, have you ever heard of trepanation?
No, he hasn't.
Petra,
Might want to give that a try.
you got a
sometime.
plan?
I could try blessing again if you want that before you your opening volley of magic missile.
Seems fine to me.
Petra will ask for the blessing upon herself. Oh, it's only a
That's
19.
the sound of
No.
Bees buzzing.
Okay, so I get a bonus to all attack rolls, damage, all the same stuff, equal to. Okay.
You're welcome.
+5 this time.
Only +5?
Lasting for 1 turn. I now radiate a 5-foot holy aura. Anyone within 5 feet of me gets the same blessing. Before we open this attack, maybe I can. Petra will climb into the canoe and then be adjacent to all 3 of you.
Alright, are we ready now?
You want to do the first volley?
I'll enlarge.
I mean, yeah, it hasn't noticed us. It's not actively fighting yet.
19 plus 5's 24.
Yeah, it's no +7, but
I mean, it's still really good.
yeah.
I triple in size, so as I enlarge, I'll step out of the canoe. I assume I can touch bottom at 18 feet.
Yes. As Bindel enlarges in size, the golem stands up from the dam and turns around. Roll for initiative.
+5.
5. Okay, so I have an 11.
Oh, I guess initiative would be a skill
11.
check?
No.
No, it doesn't count on
5.
Oh, does it have
13.
a 6.
Everybody just shout them simultaneously. I'm sure that'll be helpful to Danny.
That was 6 for Reza and 5 for Valerian.
Uh-huh.
What's Valerian's agility?
0.
Oh, because Petra also got a 5.
Alright, I'm just gonna put
I
Petra
have
last.
negative, so he should probably go before me.
Alright, Petra will go before Valerian. The golem charges directly in the path of the village, which you are in between. And he will kind of smash at the skiff that's in his way, chiefly at Valerian, since he is now in the front of the skiff.
Yay.
That will be a 25 to hit.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Its large stone fist comes smashing down for 11 points of damage,
Alright.
smashing the skiff into 2 pieces in the process.
How come we sunk that other skiff?
I'm at negative 6.
Alright. And Valerian is level 3?
Yes.
Okay.
So 3 turns.
Yes, Valerian is bleeding out for 3 rounds, falling into the water on account of the skiff being smashed into little splinters.
Oh boy.
Uh,
I'm getting up over now.
It is Bindel's turn. Sorry, Big Del L. Johnson.
Thank you. Is Petra within 5 feet of me?
No.
Keep in mind, my feet are massive.
Well, I guess that depends which side of the skiff you stepped out onto.
Probably not that side,
All right, then no.
because that doesn't actually make much sense.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Could probably step adjacent to me in the canoe.
You could take a half step and man spread over so that you're towering directly above Petra.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Don't look up. Don't look up. Don't look up.
What is Bindel wearing under his robes?
Obviously, the tracked and
My underclothes? Come on. Don't be ridiculous.
they say
Tight
Fidel.
white cloths.
It's just wrapped cloth. It's like a diaper.
Sumo wrestler.
Yes. Let me give a cursory look through my spells. This thing has no eyes, right?
It has no eyes.
Does it
no.
have lungs?
You don't know.
I assume it doesn't have lungs.
You can assume whatever you want, but you don't know.
Well, I'm assuming it doesn't have lungs, Danny.
It notably has a turbine.
You passed up the opportunity to autopsy the previous one.
Shit!
Yeah, that was decidedly unbindelic.
Wow! Oh, I didn't even do the crab!
Oh, it's true.
I need to reevaluate my life decisions and cast Magic Missile.
Wow, that's unusual.
I did some reevaluating. 18 plus 5 is 23. Fires 1d4 plus 2 magic missiles. Each one doing 1d6 plus caster level. 6 magic missiles. 1, 5, 10, 13, 17. Each one does
So 4 times 6.
41 damage. Oh, wait. 42 damage. Oh, wait.
Oh, plus 5.
47 damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's it.
Sorry.
That is
47 damage!
Alright. You hit it with quite a few magic missiles, leaving its exterior smoldering hot. And it will be Reza's turn.
So I'm in the water.
Yeah. Everyone other than Petra and Bindel are swimming at the moment on account of the skiff being absolutely shattered.
Climb up my robe. Get on my shoulder. Fire your bow.
I was literally gonna do that. I was gonna Stewart Little because I have all the agility. Sure, I'll do that. So I'm just doing climb checks then.
You don't need to roll for that.
I mean, because like that's all I could do this turn, right? Climb and then fire next turn.
Got a nice tweed robe with patches on the elbows.
Alright. So you're going to climb Bindel.
18 feet of them.
Yeah. Alright,
Quite the
and you're going to
vantage point.
sit on his shoulders.
Wait, am I on the left or the right? What would you prefer? I'll be your conscience, or I'll be the
He
devil.
steps. Oh no, it always. Yeah.
So the right side.
Oh, well, I already listen to my conscience all the time.
So
You need to
both
get on
of
the
us-
you need to get on the left there,
Okay.
because I need a devil, because I make only good decisions.
Bindel has the right side of the
I've never sinned.
L on it.
Well, at least it hasn't been absolved.
Yeah.
It is better to sit on the right side of the devil than the
Okay.
head. Alright, so that's my turn, right?
That's why left-handed people were ostracized by the church back in the day.
Or hit with rulers by nuns. Today.
Alright. Then that will make it Petra's turn.
Petra will attempt to cast Word of Command on the golem. and she will tell it to kneel. Kneel. 27, yeah. So, I can target up to 6 creatures, mwahaha, but no.
And then everybody knelt.
It gets a will saving throw. Ooh, do you have a D7 there, Ryan? Succeeded save? Or
What is the save?
28.
No, it does not.
Alright, so it must obey the command for 5 days.
Okay.
It gets a new will save each morning.
Come, lady. Come,
All right.
What?
It is Valerian's turn.
unconscious.
Face down in the water.
Right.
Yeah.
We should resuscitate.
Pothos being like,
Is Pothos swimming?
Yes.
All right.
Is Pothos a life alert goat?
Pothos is trying to find his way to land, I
Pothos
guess?
is a death alert goat.
He could find
There's
his way
no
to put her in
landing.
the canoe.
Oh, then,
Sight.
yeah, he's definitely paddling towards the canoe. Bleeding for help.
The golem is kneeling, and it'll be Bindel's turn.
Turn my staff into a hammer and then hammer its head in.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, very high.
Just all of it?
Let me see what a large gives
Oh,
me.
yeah.
And
When
it's
you're tripled, it's a lot.
that's
right?
yeah, it's ridiculous.
So 21.
6 plus 5, plus 4.
Okay, 25.
It's 16 plus 11 plus 3.
So 30.
Plus 25?
What?
Oh, no, sorry. 16 plus 11 plus 3?
Yeah,
Okay, so 27.
30.
So 30.
30 to hit.
You hit.
Doing 1d4, 2 plus 1, 3 plus caster level 4 plus strength modifier of 18, so 3 more
7, 10.
plus
5?
11 more.
21.
21 damage.
All right.
Wow.
You hammer it with your hammer
In the head.
in the head, shattering its stone head and sending it flying over backwards, crashing into its ramshackle dam.
Wait,
And then you hear the sound of clamps releasing, and a broken 12-sided
wait,
stone
wait.
falls out.
Wait. Is the die literally its head?
Yeah.
Can I have smashed it in like the turbine instead? Sorry.
It's too late for that.
Okay.
We would have
No,
been trying
it's
to
fine.
preserve the stone.
You can
Yeah.
hit it in the mouth instead then.
Yeah, I totally forgot that its literal head was the die thing.
Petra will reach for Porthos.
Pothos.
Pothos.
He allows himself to be dragged into the boat.
I'm just
I-
gonna try to
I scoop up
the canoe.
Valerian's body and then like bring it over to the canoe.
Okay.
So I kind of plop it in there.
It says do not resuscitate. What the hell?
He was very angry the last time I healed.
Oh, that's right. Well, I can't do anything to help them either. Just push him back in the water. I'll check up for a pulse.
With the pinky finger.
Petra, you better check for a pulse. To do
Uh,
that, you put your finger like right where their like neck meets their head, and you'll feel a beating.
Petra will roll the check for a pulse.
All right. So that will be a luck check for Valerian.
Valerian rolls the luck check.
That's correct.
We're all doing this in the palm of
Bindel's
Bindel's hand.
No, you're in the canoe.
Oh.
Well, he's still on your shoulder.
They're in the canoe.
It's the last.
16.
And your luck is?
13?
All right. So do you want to burn some luck to survive?
Your luck's 13. Didn't you burn one last time?
No, I haven't burned any luck.
Yes, you did. You burned when you died last time.
No, I burned agility and strength.
No, when you died last time, you missed the roll by 1. You had to permanently burn 1 luck away to succeed the roll.
Oh, you have that memorized and I don't have it written down, so no, I guess I can't.
Well, you still can.
Yeah, you
I'm just
still
saying your
can.
luck score is actually 12 now, not 13.
Okay.
So it
you-
should permanently be 12 forever.
So what does that mean?
That means that if you want to continue to survive, you can, but you're going to have to burn
4.
4, which would put you down to 8 luck.
That's fine.
So you do want this character.
Well, as long as possible.
I do.
Okay.
Doesn't mean Valerian agrees with me. But that would change my modifier, right?
No, the modifier does not change on luck.
Okay. I have altered it on my character sheet.
So now it is.
So you now have 8. All right.
You should note what you started with at somewhere.
Well, I erased it off.
Well, you started with a 13. Because, like, for instance, if your god for some reason was like, "You did a great service for me. I shall bestow a boon upon you," your
Might be
luck's
luck.
back to normal.
Alright. Got it.
So you are recovered to 1 hit point. You will have a -4 penalty to all rolls for the next hour. And you also suffer a -1 permanent penalty to agility due to having your leg badly shattered by the giant stone fist that crushed you.
And they have, like, a leg pain forever. How far away is the lighthouse, Danny?
Just past the village.
How far away is the village, Danny?
Like 10, 15 minutes.
I'm going to pick up this stone and carry it back.
Oh, you mean the mill,
The mill?
that you hid the first one in?
No, I mean the lighthouse. Or
Okay.
the windmill that was at the village where we slept that one time.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
Windmill.
So I'll pick up the stone and carry it there and deposit it on the land so we can find it again.
And we don't have to try and carry it out of the top of the windmill.
So you're gonna put it on the little hill.
Yeah,
Okay.
near the windmill.
Roll into the place where we sleep.
Well, I'd put it up against the wall of the windmill so it wouldn't go in the water. But, unless like 100 crabs are there or whatever.
101 meter crabs.
They are gone.
No, I just like to remind everyone
Yeah.
that they were 101 meter.
They sure were.
I assume it's getting pretty late at this point.
It
it was
is evening.
Hey, buddy.
All right, I guess we're back at the windmill. We can sleep here again.
Did you
Well,
all
we can
consume a
have to
food for
paddle on
today,
after
by the
you.
way?
Oh yeah.
Did you all consume
mark a
a
ration
food
down.
for today,
Do
by
we?
the way?
Do we need to?
I guess you could just make food if you want. Yeah, sure. Keep doing that.
It's been working out pretty well so
It has been
far.
working out pretty well.
And
No spoon. Damn. Be the town spoon. When it's cold. People
I'm actually just a meat mech piloted by a spoon.
You're like, I am the optical god now.
But we don't need the god. We just want the spoon.
You just need to get Valerian to cast that mask on Petra so her face
Can only
becomes a
cast it
mirror.
on myself, though.
Damn.
Alright,
You need to make scrolls of it.
I'm gonna use it one time.
so I create enough food to feed all of us and
Yay.
Are the kids still here with Miss Tana?
They are not.
I hope they're not dead.
I hope the girl did not get them.
Didn't seem like I was really interested in people.
What do the people call them?
So yes, we have food and water.
Flesh golem.
No.
That definitely means there's a necromancer around here.
Could be a lich.
It was-
That's what I meant. A lich. We need to find one of those.
It was stone though, not flesh.
He just said it was a people golem.
Not made of people.
Shit! I did dissect it again.
Well, it's still there. We can go do it in the morning.
We check to see if it has lungs.
All right.
I start kissing the stone where I think a mouth should be.
No, we're back at the window now.
Petra,
Yes.
how was my goat when I was gone?
That's what it sounded like.
He swam towards me for safety.
It hasn't been 40 minutes yet, right? Since I gianted?
Not if you just went.
Okay.
To the
I lift
windmill.
them all into the windmill.
Okay.
And then
Thank you.
we'll do the same trick I did last time where I, as I shrink, I grab onto the edge.
Petra will climb onto your hand to make sure you're secure.
That's how we get in. And then we can put the rocks back in front.
I had a vision while I was unconscious.
I had a vision.
Apparently, I should ask for your forgiveness, and if you're willing to heal me, then you should go ahead and do that. I have to take care of the goat for a little while longer.
The goat will have his time. Petra's just like, fuck you.
Fair.
Petra will pray to God. Petra prays for God's blessing even on this misguided child who still yet in his own way works to help Petra, God's servant, in the quest that she has been sent on, and asks that he would still grant his blessing of healing.
You can roll it.
How old are you, Valerian?
Do I have to answer?
No.
Old enough to know better, too young to care.
That's 502.
Okay.
Health years.
That's a total of 23.
So that will be 3 dice of healing and a point of disapproval for Petra.
I'm racking this up.
A giant finger is wagged at him, but it's actually been felt.
Wow. Really good healing, though. That's 16 points of healing.
Cool, I'm back up to full health.
Nice.
I mean,
Okay.
their natural full health is 6. Their modified full health is 12 because they
Because
have
of
a
my
cat.
sexy cat.
All cats are sexy cats.
Well, no, that's her personality.
All right, you have a bag of gold dust and
Valerian gives it to Petra.
Thank you, but I do not require payment for healing.
And then donate it to your church.
And then Valerian drinks a beer. Then donate it to church.
Valerian pulls out a strange can of some kind.
You can't
A
tell.
metallic jar.
It says La Croix. You don't know what it is.
And then he quaffs the potion.
All gone.
all right, we bedding down for the night.
Yep.
You want to hear a story from Bindell L. Johnson?
Is it about how I'm gonna snuggle with my goat all night?
No, that's weird.
Is it a story about how this episode is ended?
I sleep up in the rafters.
Do we submit for your approval?
No,
Oh, okay.
it doesn't end until after we go to sleep.
So tell us a story, and then our character can go to sleep.
I don't know any stories.
Oh my gosh, here's the
You've
story
read
about
so many
how...
books. How do you not know any
And you've been
stories?
on a lot of
I
personal
only
adventures.
read nonfiction. Okay, so there was this time, right? I was, maybe not that one. So I went to this town, and they were having these games, and there was a dwarf there named Glitterbeard, and then I became friends with him, and then we like fought some demons, and then I got like thrown off a cliff, and there was like some worms.
Bindell, you're the worst storyteller.
I only read nonfiction.
Yeah, nonfiction is very interesting.
Yeah,
It
tell us.
happened to be the Garrington games, wouldn't it?
The Garen games in Garrington.
Yeah, the Garrington game.
It's all getting cut, so it doesn't matter.
So we
Just when
sleep
you
for the
thought
night.
it was
Do we actually sleep?
Yeah.
Man, this this windmill is great.
Sanctuary.
All right, I guess we wake up the next morning, but the episode doesn't. Thanks for listening.
Did you just cancel Dorker Realms?
No,
Until next time.
To be clear, it'll be back next week.
Oh, thank goodness.
Feel relieved? Leave us a message at Dorker Realms.
Also,
on Twitter.
seriously, those iTunes reviews would be great. I would really appreciate it. So would everyone else here.
We love you.
We already love you, but we would love
We
you
would
more.
love you even more.
You'd be our favorite child.
Yep.
They'll
Out
make
of
you-
everybody.
Don't tell the others. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
That does it for today's episode of Dorker Realms. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly of all, tune in next week.